All right, so today is oh gosh, what's the day? 4th of November. Uh, anyway, today really bad trading day. I mean, I was green today, 372, I think. But I mean, come on, I had a loss of 436 on a very, very, very bad play where I did not size properly. AFRM 2, that was actually down 1,000. That hit my stop, but then reversed, and then I recovered some. Um, Apple I shorted and got stopped out too early, and I don't know if you can see, but it's coming down. I shorted around here, put my stop here again, entered with too much. And I think what's happened today, I mean, I'm glad I didn't lose too much on some of these, but it's just um, the way I traded today was just not right. Not right. Zoom, we broke out, and then it was just later when I realized, I was like, oh shit, we have a wedge. And this is the thing, it's you, and I've learned something today, which is if you have a plan to short something, it doesn't work. That doesn't mean you should go long, especially when you see a strong bar and then you just follow it with FOMO. I mean, I did that with NVDA, but NVIDIA was a bit different. That had a bit of, it showed signs of a breakout. I looked to the left and I saw that, okay, we're in all-time highs. We should go higher. I'm slightly a bit annoyed because I wanted to get 400 bucks today. Got up to 407 something, but I just could not put my stop to exit. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is the most painful one. Seeing that we were correct with our analysis, we just didn't follow the trigger. You know, we missed our plan, which is if you're going to short this, short when this breaks this, and then you know you have your entry. It took this long around here, went in with too much. My initial stop was supposed to be here. I had one contract with a correct stop, but by the time I'd already gotten in, I entered with 4 contracts, so the stop I wanted would have been here, and I just thought, okay. No, actually, we were here, so we went up. Oh, actually, we got here, got in here, got here, and I just thought, big down, big up, we're probably going to reverse, so I just exited completely. I think I only made like 26 bucks on MU or so. Yeah, 26. And today is just really bad in that regard. Maybe some of it had to do with the fact that I didn't trade yesterday and just did not. I had an idea of what I wanted to do today, which was I wanted to follow a stock from the beginning to the end. But I just was a bit frazzled, wasn't ready to do that. As I said, with Zoom, never look at 1 minute charts, Jid. Stop looking at 1 minute charts. I got into Zoom and I was staring at the 1 minute. So the idea was this. I said, well, Zoom has been in this range for some time. And we've been rejecting it. Now we finally broke out, which we have. And as you can see, we're retesting. So I jumped in. And we're doing pretty well, I think. And then the candle reversed. I entered with too much. And that's another thing. It's like, why do you keep entering with too much? What did I enter with? One here, I entered. Yeah, 4 contracts at some point. And I need to control myself on that, because when we reversed, it reversed quite a bit. And, there's a reason why they say hold your stop. As you can see, your stop's not being hit yet. But at least, you would lose what you're comfortable losing. So this loss is not acceptable. I don't want to be losing. My risk is for 100, sometimes 150 I can get away with, but 436 is not acceptable. We're up to 1,000 on AFRM, but that was just because I was frazzled, didn't have an idea of my target, and I'm beginning to ask that question. Should I have targets, or should I just... Some people say have a target with 1 contract. If you're trading with 2, have a target with 1, and then exit 1 and move your stop closer or whatever, and let the other one run. I'm still not an expert with that. Oh wow, look at I knew this was gonna happen. I mean, not that I knew, but this is what you should expect. 1, 2, there's a third leg. This pullback is just going to be minor, and then the bulls carry on. I mean, it's the dominant feature of the day, so we're in a bull trend. But I would have loved to play this all day. I just don't have enough buying power for this account. Yeah. Okay, so where was I? So yeah, with Zoom, that was the thing. I jumped in on the 1 minute chart. So let's go into the 1 minute chart. And I think that's what I'm going to try and stop doing. Stop using the 1 minute, at least. You know, we had really strong bull bars, then this pulled back, and I think I entered the last one on this bull bar just to confirm. The last two were entered at 9:32. So as this bar was forming. So as we're pulling back, now we're losing money on two contracts, and we're coming back to the other one that we're losing money on as well. And as you can see, we have a wedge double bottom. Yeah, so we have a trading range. And that was just not. And then obviously this started coming back, you know, bouncing off the moving average. And you can see it was holding, and then it just broke. I don't trade the 1 minute because things just happen so quickly. You got to think very fast. I find that it's just too quick for me. I mean, some people do it, and I think what they do is they just they scalp. For me, I like swings better. I prefer catching swings. Nice move on NVDA right now. You know, just patience, Jid, just patience. But I was frazzled. All right, so that was that, and then what else also happened now? So when this came out, I just got out of it. And then the next move was AFRM. Right. So AFRM kind of tricked me. It was a trap. So I thought, we're reading at supports. We should come back down. There was resistance over here, and I shorted it. Came down here. It did not work, and then it ripped. So I thought, okay, never mind. That was a put, right? AFRM put. I played two. And then I got out of both of them instantly. I didn't actually lose very much. I think it was about 100 and... Yeah, just about 100. Actually, no, there were two of them. So, whilst this was so that was 177 and this was 198. So that's almost $400 that I lost from those puts. Then I went to calls. I bought 10 by mistake. I just bought 10. And I thought, oh my God, why am I buying 10? And then it just rallied, and it just went all the way up, and you know, obviously 10 had gotten to 1,000 and something, but yeah, we had made on 10 over 1,000. Actually, that makes sense. Where is it now? Oh no, the put was only 88. Okay, interesting. So I'm confused. Maybe I'm just reading it wrongly, but oh yeah, I'm reading it wrongly. I'm reading this as this is 277 minus 100. So that is 177. So how is that 50 something? Maybe I exited both at 200 and something. Oh, of course. It doesn't matter. I'll look into it later. So yeah, so that was that. Then what was it? Yeah, AFRM. I went calls. We got to almost 1,000 actually. Actually, we did get 1,000, but I was so determined to make money because we were up about 200 and something. That time we were minus something. I was like, no, I need to make money. I want this thing to go to 2,000. And then AFRM just stalled. And I thought, what the hell's going on? Why are we stalling? And then I just noticed that we're in a channel. And I just forgot, you know. I put the trend line. I forgot to put the top of the channel. You know, we're in a channel. Look at that. So why would you know, yeah, whilst it's a breakout of this range, but we're still in a channel, and this is just an overshoot. Yeah, we may pull back, but you can see 1, 2, 3 pull, 3 legs up, double top. Yeah, we're going down, you know. And this is the thing, if I was going to trade this as I should trade it, like this, nice wedge, take this short, you know, target the bottom of the channel at least. And look at that, selling off. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That was the issue. I was just saying, oh, you know, but you see, there's also this thing you got to remember, that 50% of my opens reverse, no matter how strong they are. They hit some sort of resistance and then they reverse. So seeing this wedge now and a double top is all I needed. Just take this short. By now, if my R is here, 1.7, we would have reached at least half of, and would have reached 1 R, and you know, we should be going down because of this thing. So this is something I need to work on, which is intraday looking for the channels, and then when this was a fake out, should have just waited for the candle to close, and that's the problem with the 1 minute chart. I did not wait for the candle to close. I'm sorry, not wait for the candle to close. On the 1 minute, You don't see, you didn't even have a candle closing there. The 1 minute is not a very good way to, you don't see strong conviction of moves. Look at that. You don't see strong conviction of moves, i.e. you know, and this is why I love the 5 minute chart, because once a candle has closed strong, it's taking 5 minutes of trading for that candle. It's even high with the higher time frame. It's even more conviction. All right, so that was AFRM. So I went long again. I think I just bought this kind. I just bought, kept on buying. I bought like 4 contracts, or how many did I buy on AFRM? I went calls. Yeah, I bought 10 by mistake, and I just ate most of my buying power. Then Zoom, yeah, I talked about Zoom. Apple, so Apple I decided to short. I actually set Apple up right. This was not part of my plan. I was just looking, okay, what can I trade that is interesting? I was looking for something to trade. And I saw this and I thought, oh, look at that, high. So we're forming a wedge, double top. Maybe we'll just go short here, put my stop there. I initially only wanted 1 contract. I was meant to get 10. Then I saw the price of 10. I thought, oh, these Apple contracts are expensive. So I bought 4, and it just kept on going up and up and up. And I thought, oh my God, 3 bull bars. You know, at the time this was a bull bar. I just got stopped out, and then look, it just went down. And I thought, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's just what it is. You know, you should have just waited for the trigger. So that's the lesson today. Wait for the trigger, and then just trade it down. Next one after Apple was MU. So let's actually use, let me see. Yeah, let's use this chart for MU. So I was watching MU. I saw how it opened. Yeah, I was watching MU, saw how MU opened. I saw that we had, just take this out. I saw that we had, let me just maximize this. All right, how do I zoom out again? Okay, here we go. I saw we'd be kind of being in this uptrend, respecting the 2060. And as you can see, it bounced. I saw this wedge, but I wasn't convinced by it. I wanted to go long here, but I was like, but look at how many bear bars we have. The thing that got me was I was like, oh, we're making gaps. Look at the last swing low here. You know, we're about, if we go up, we've made a gap, which is good for the bulls. But of course, the bears close the gap. But anyway, we bounced off it. So that was a good, you know, bull move. But then I jumped in late. I put my stop here, but then with 1 contract, then I entered with 3 more, you know, just frazzled, just annoyed. And then it just started to rip back on me, and I was like, oh my God, instead of 100 risk, now I'm going to have 400 risk. I'm already down quite a bit. Actually, no, at the time, I think I was down like 26 bucks, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I was like, okay, well, let's just hold. Remember, the bulls, the bears brought this thing down here, and the bulls are trying to close this gap, right? So they're pulling, I call this a gap, all right? Any movement of price is a gap. So they're trying to close this gap so that we can kind of trade in this range. It's kind of an equal balance of power. So if the bears have this much power, the bulls are trying to equal their efforts, and so you have a trading range. So I know that if anything, we're probably going to come here, and I was like, but we could break out. I thought, there isn't any set up to break out, at least not here yet. So this is probably going to be a trading range, which makes sense because you have a bull flag forming. You know, so if you look at, you could, if you want, say start, oh come on, start from here. I mean, this doesn't really make sense to do that. I mean, yeah, but anyway, this is probably what's going on. I just thought, let me just get, when it got here, I just got out because I just thought, I don't think we're going to break out of this. This is big down, big up, so we should just get out. And I did for a very, very small gain. As I said, yeah, when this came out, I was hoping this would go up, expecting, you know, you shouldn't do that. That's why sometimes I don't want to look at pre-market, because I want to kind of be surprised at the open and then make my decisions based on what I see here and what I see here. But sometimes this makes you want to jump in early because you're seeing what's going on over here, and then you want to make a decision. If I had taken that out, this is what we would have: a big massive gap up, and then what generally tends to happen is, okay, now we have a bear trend. Now I'm seeing things slightly differently. So we have a big gap up, a bull flag, pull back, a double top. So we didn't actually, we always have a double top usually. Not a double top, sorry, a bull flag is usually what we get off the moving average. Went up and we bounced off this. Let's see what happens. Maybe if we hold this and then we end up forming a bull trend from the open, which would be great. Um, that can happen, but that's just not what's happening here. We could have this up, down, and then come all the way down. Well, because we have a big gap up, the moving average is coming up. We could probably just start a bull trend from here. But you see, with pre-market on, I wouldn't see it that way. I see this bull flag, and then I'm now sort of seeing a trading range, which is probably what it is. It's just I'm not making decisions very well that way. Um, what else did I think that was. Oh yeah, and then NVDA I talked about. NVDA. I bought this candle, I believe, with NVIDIA. Let's go NVIDIA. So I bought with two contracts. I entered with one. This is desperation. 954.22. I was looking at the 2-minute chart. Yes, I remember it was in this consolidation here. I was looking at the 2-minute chart, saw this, then saw this candle 950. Yeah, this was the one. This is the candle I bought. I was waiting for this candle to break this high, and when it did, I just jumped in. And then I bought some more. I bought a second one. Where is it now? So bought one. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen. So this is what I mean. I bought this candle when this pulled back, and then this candle broke. I bought this. This is a 2-minute chart. So I bought when this thing broke, because I just kind of thought, well, look at this pullback. All this buying, we should get another third leg up. So yeah, I bought that instead, and then we now had that. The 2-minute I find is very easy to read whenever this is happening. Then the next contract I bought was at 9:59 the next minute. Oh yes, so why did I buy that? Why did I buy there? Because 9:59, so it was here, right? Was it 9:59? Yeah, 9:59:10. Maybe it was on the 5-minute. I think I switched to the 5-minute at this point, because I think this candle had formed, because we're already up. I think I was already in the 5-minute at this point. Yeah, so this candle had already engulfed this, and it was pretty strong. So I decided, okay, well, if this candle's already strong, we're probably going to get more high, more up. 1, 2, 3. You can see a failed wedge probably. This is what I mean. I should have just held, but then I'm thinking this is Thursday's contracts, which lose volatility on reversals and stuff like, not lose volatility, lose premium on reversals. So they're losing a lot of value. So maybe it's not really worth taking this trade. Just take the scalp. They're good for scalping. I should have played next week expiration, but I didn't think I had enough buying power for what I wanted. Anyway, so that's my trading today. It's just what it is, This is disappointing. 436 is actually more than you made. It's just, yeah, it's not good. This is okay. Even though 50 was what I was risking on this play, I entered with too much. I think if I had held the contract, that one contract, and this is what I wanted to do, and why I said, okay, you know what, it's $10. If it pulls back, at least, if I had with that one contract, oh, actually, no, I remember now. I wanted to risk $100 on this trade. I got in here, right? Because I saw a double top. I saw we had pushed up twice, and I just did not sit down to read this properly. I said, okay, do you know what? Enter with one contract here, see what happens. One contract is not going to kill you, because even if it pulls back to where I got stopped out, it would probably just be about 10 or $13. And as it goes higher, we can add and see, or we can just cut the trade, and it's not working. That's you scale in small. But I just thought, no, this is definitely going to work, and I entered with 4. I was going to enter with 10 because that was the plan, to enter with 10. But after just with 4, and then it just kept going up, and this was my initial stop, just went up and then stopped me out. I just thought, yeah, this is not what I want. And then of course I kept looking, and I thought, but this is a 3 push up. We're getting two-sided trading. We're probably going to wedge down at this rate. I mean, we're losing momentum from yesterday. I think we're gonna, yeah. I did want to trade the futures. I'm not going to. It's just going up. Yeah, just going up. I do want to trade it, but you know, what would my stop have to be if I got in here? I know my stop will have to be down here. That'll be 16 times 5. That is actually, that's not bad. 100. I don't want to. I'm not going to trade the futures today. I mean, I'm done. I mean, I'm seeing 3 bear bars. Pullbacks are huge. What I want to learn and what I want to get better at now is how you trade small pullback bull trends. This is a very tiny. This is what we call a small pullback bull trend. I talked about this a few days ago, where you're trading and the pullbacks are just so small. It means bears are not able to make money. NVDA is a small pullback bull trend as well. You can see the pullbacks are very small. Bears are not able to make money, and therefore you only trade up. Yeah. So maybe what I'm going to do is take some time to figure this out. All right. Anyway, I'm done now, and yeah, I'm going to move on. I do want to trade the futures. I just loaded NinjaTrader. I do want to take one trade. I'm probably going to put my stop here, and I'll put a target for, I don't know, 2 points, and then we'll just take it from there. All right. That is, so if I do, oh, it's not loaded. There we go. So I'm going to take, okay, so everything is set up. So if I buy
order
market,
filled.
I'm going to put my stop where it's supposed to be. Normally I want to go for 2 points, but because we're in a small pullback bull trend, I'm going to hold, maybe go for 4 points or the next, you know, swing high. Right now we're up half a point. Let's see how far we can go, because this looks like a filled wedge. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this looks like a filled wedge. All right, so that's 1 point. And then let's see how we go if we can get 2 points. And that's all this is about for me. It's not, I'm not doing this so much to make money. I just want to, I mean, this is real money, but I want to get better at trading the futures. Now the issue I have here is my stop is a bit too far. So we have 17 points. 17.25. That's a bit too much for a trade. I'm not going to take this trade. I'm going to exit this trade. 17.25 times 586. Yeah, that's way too much for. All right, I'm just going to go for the 2 points. I don't plan on risking that much on this. Not that I can't afford it. It's just, it's not a very good trade for what I'm hoping to get. So let's just go for 2 points. If it doesn't work, then we just get out. I'm sure. See, now I'm in this point where I'm like, well, really, do you want to go for 2 points? All right, let me see. Where does 2 points? Now we got 2 points there. All right, so maybe should we go for 3 or 4? Let's see. So where is this thing? How much time have we got? We have 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. It's a very strong bar. And we have 4.45 is where my stop is. So maybe we can go for that. No, we have a double top forming. Let's see. If we don't cross that, then we know it's a double top and we can just cut it. Is this a valid place to put your stop? The only reason why I'm asking is because we made a new high after this breakout. And if that is the case, because, I don't know, based on my understanding and knowledge of price action, with 5.5, so that's like 5.5 is about 25, yeah, almost, not 25, 5.5, that's 5 times 5 is 25, so that's about 27.5 or something, or maybe even more than that. All right, let me just, yeah, we have a double top. I'm just going to exit
Target filled.
Just 1 point. I think what I should just do is just watch this, and there we go. Yeah, just watch this. I didn't wait for the candle to close. Part of me is because maybe it's because of what I've done in the previous trade. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to watch this. Yeah, I'm first going to take a break, then I'll watch this. All right, so that was my trading day. Enjoy.